you doing, baby?
Germ X, $20 a bottle like sheesh. I know we got an issue, so go and grab your tissue. Corona virus, corona virus, corona virus, corona virus.
We're almost done. Almost. So today I have a little story time for you guys about the time that I was in a movie. Yes, me, Tiana Trice, in a movie. That's how it started. My mama saw the auditions on some type of website. So she sent it to us, and I really didn't think much of it because I don't know, I just didn't. Like, I saw it and I didn't see it. And then when it was closer to time for it to come up, she sent it again. We were like, we were gonna go. It was supposed to be, I don't know. But it ended up happening like this. My uncle picked me up from work, and then that's when we headed over to the audition. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was just a real rainy night. Like, it was dark looking. Just real, you know, nothing's gonna happen. It was like a lot of cars in the parking lot. So I was like, oh gosh, it's a lot of competition here. We walked in, we had to sign our name down beside the number that we got, I think. And so we all had a number. We picked up a number. My uncle went in too. Like, he was just like, hey, you know, he had nothing else to do. He was gonna wait on me anyway, so why not just audition too? So he went in there and we both had our little number. It was like this long line. We went through the line and then we finally sat down. It was like a lot of different faces in there. Old people, young people, white people, black people. A lot of different type of faces. And I remember this one little white girl. She said something to me that made it seem like she was like, knew what she was talking about. Like, she was close to the people who were hosting the whole thing. So I just remember listening to her. She was telling this dude advice about what to do when he got in a room. And so I'm thinking, oh Lord, we finna go back to a room. I'm kind of getting a little nervous now. What I had on was a white tee with like a my light wash jacket with holes in it, some rain boots, and some pants, and like the pants that I wore at school.
Dead ass.
Real, like. So I was like, dang, I wonder what type of look they looking for, because I know they looking for this look, what I had on. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go anyway. I didn't have time to change. And then it's like, what would I change into? You don't know. You just never know what they're looking for. We got up and we went to this table and we were about to leave because I think they said next in line. We had to tell them our age, and they were just asking little questions. It was like a table of judges, but they didn't really, like, they didn't ask us to say anything really. They just asked us questions about ourselves, and they were like talking to my uncle more than they were saying anything to me. So I was like, yeah, I probably didn't get this. I'm just, you know, so I was thinking like, dang, it's crazy like how he wasn't even supposed to be here, but he gonna get the part, whatever part they're looking for. They talking to him. Mind you, he's like behind me, and so the people who talking to him, I already passed them. So, and they didn't really say anything to me. So I was like, okay. I think they gave me a card or something. After we got through that little line, I asked him what they said to him. He was like, they're basically looking for older people. And they kind of pretty much guaranteed him like a text back. Like, they guaranteed him like he was gonna be in the movie. I was like, okay. But nah, I was like, oh, dang, so I didn't get that. So like a couple days later, I think they ended up calling him. I remember him texting me, talk about, did they call you yet? Did they text you yet? Being green, like, move around. I know you my uncle, but move around. Being green about that little part, honey. I was like, whatever. I said no. And I'm just thinking, if I don't get it, I just don't get it. I don't care. Their loss. So a couple days went by, And the woman texted me. Oh, she was a casting director. The casting director texted me, y'all, honey. So I was like, So I wanted to text him so quick, like, yeah, she texted me. And you ain't the only one got a text. Me and my mama and my sister, we were in a car and we were going somewhere. I was in the back seat when she texted me. She was telling me the time to be there and the place and everything. They were like, please reply if you can make it, whatever. I was like, yes, I can, thank you. I also have 2 other people that could come if you need them to, you know. Put the family on, put the fam on. So she was like, okay, send me pictures of them and their age. It took me forever to find a good, like, they were trying to tell me which pictures to send to them. And so it took me forever to find a good picture of them. But I sent the picture, told the ages, and she was like, yeah, they can come too. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, the family gonna be in the movie. The family gonna be in the movie. I'm gonna have to look at my Snapchat memories because I know I was Snapchatting like that whole day. Around what time this was. Okay, y'all, it was November 2018. It's crazy. They haven't put this movie on Netflix until March the 27th of 2020. I remember she texted us, told us that we were going to be in the movie. Well, that same night, we were like about to go shopping anyway. I think my mom was going to pick up something. And so we went to this like villa and we shopped. Well, we were attempting to shop. I couldn't really find anything. Oh no, I did get something. I got a skirt, I think, and something else. My sister got a couple items, and I don't think my mama got anything. I think she knew what she was gonna wear out of her closet. We get home. The thing was, the next morning was when this was all supposed to happen. Like, she waited to text us the night before. I get home, I pick out, I'm trying to find what I'm wearing. It's already about to be late. I'm just picking out something. So I found, I picked out like 3 possible outfits. And the morning that it all went down, I think she told us to be on set at like 5:30 or 6-ish. So I woke up at like 4 something to make sure that I looked like I wanted to look. Did a little something to my makeup. I wasn't really advanced at makeup, so I was like, I gotta give myself some room in case I mess up. When I woke up, I got in the shower and then I started doing my makeup. The thing with this house is, it's my grandma's old house. This is an old house. It only has 1 bathroom in here. It's small. So when I was doing my makeup in the restroom, my sister felt like I needed to get out so she could take her shower or wash up or whatever she was gonna do. And so I told her, no, I'm gonna stay in here and you're gonna do what you have to do while I'm in here, because that's not so taboo. Like, we've done it before. We can get through this, baby. I promise you. We've done it before and we can do it again today. Well, she wasn't feeling that. My guess is she really didn't want to go anyway. But I wasn't really like, I was like, well, I was sweating. I ain't gonna say I wasn't sweating, because at first I was like, wow, okay. So eventually she just gets back in the bed. My mama is running around with stockings on. She ain't dressed yet. She said she still had to take a shower and do her makeup. So at this point, I'm the only one ready. Well, I'm the only one getting ready. And so they say, you could just go without us. What a sad day. But I got over it quickly. So I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm trying to, you know, my mama didn't really want to go anyway, but she was trying to convince us. She wasn't really having it. So I was like, wow, you really not gonna go, whatever. I was kind of like pressing the issue a little bit, but then eventually I just said, okay, look, you don't want to go, you don't want to go. Period. I ain't finna beg you. 'Cause this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, people just don't do this. So I'm just like, wow. I was upset that I had to do it alone, but hey, me and my uncle thugging it out. Gang, gang. My mama said she was gonna drop me off, and she was like, I'm gonna try to convince her to go, and we just gonna meet you there. I pulled up to this like street that I've never been down before, but like it was on my route to school, but it was just like the opposite road. I went down that road. They were parked at a church. I ride down the road and I just see tents, trailers and tents. And so I'm just like, wow, okay, movie set, movie set. Trailers and tents. So I'm like, oh, I wonder who's in that trailer. It gotta be somebody famous. It gotta be somebody famous. We arrived at the little parking lot where they told us to go. I checked to see where my uncle was. My uncle was pulled up in the lot. So we got out and I didn't have my clothes on. I had on some, what did I have on? I had my bag full of the clothes that I was gonna change into. Why didn't I wear my clothes? The text message may have told me not to or something. But I didn't arrive in my clothes, and a lot of people changed. But my uncle and I met up in the parking lot, and we got in this bus with our bags. We squeezed in this little van-like thing. But they wanted all the vans to be filled up before they took off to the set. So we waited for everybody who was gonna come to come. So we take off to another location. This location is like an old building type thing. It was an old building. Well, not a type thing, it was an old building. And all I see, like, it's a junky type building. Like, it wasn't vacant, but it was vacant. It was vacant, but it was very much occupied. You know what I'm saying? So it was like junky in there. And then there are like these rows of chairs. Just the foldable hard chairs that make your booty hurt if you sit in them too long. Me and my uncle, we head to the back and sit down. We just take a seat. This woman gives us these papers that we have to have filled out in order to be cleared to go into set. So I get a pen, I just go to work on this paper. What I don't know, what I didn't know at the time was my social security number. Call mama, ask her all this information, ask her if she coming. She like, no. I'm like, okay, bye. We ain't got time for that. So me and my uncle, we just vibing it out. They bring in some food. It was burritos. And what else did they have? Burrito, and they had orange juice. Got this burrito, which was not very good. I can remember the taste of it right now. It was kind of like it was turkey sausage up in them. Turkey sausage balls. And it had like salsa. I don't like no burrito with no salsa in it. Don't put no salsa in my burrito. I ate it anyway though. You know me. Like we sit in this room a long time. We just talking to other people, talking to each other. I'm chilling, I'm on my phone. The sun starts to rise. And eventually the makeup crew comes in. I already got my makeup done, but is it done though? Because I didn't really know what I was doing. So I knew I kind of looked a half mess. Just a little bit. I was like, dang, if I knew somebody was going to be here doing makeup, I definitely would not have attempted it on my own. Somewhere in the line, they tell us that we're going to be extras. I was happy to be extra. I didn't care. As long as I was experiencing this set life. So, the woman comes in there. She's got like the makeup in a little belt, and she's just doing people's makeup. Whoever's saying that they want their makeup done, she's just doing people's makeup. Just little like, and she's doing men's makeup too. Like, she put powder on the men just so they could look better on camera and not look sweaty or anything, just so they could look good on camera. I asked her to touch my makeup up, and she touched it up, and yeah, and then more waiting. My booty started hurting. It just started hurting. A woman is going around with she was acting like she runs the place, honey. I guess she ran the wardrobe, so she was running around saying, can't have hoes in your clothes. If you got hoes in clothes, somebody bring something else. I think I brought like 2 things of clothes just to make sure that I was good. She was going around like basically telling people what to put on. Like, what you got in the bag? You know, you show her your wardrobe, you pull it out, and she tells you what to pair with what. So, okay. Then she goes to say, anybody got anything black? A black shirt? All black, 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 black. And look at me without black. I was so devastated. Everybody who had black, just sprout it up, sprout it up. Come on, come on. You going? She taking them out. I don't know what scene they finna do, but I know I want to be in it. I started getting like restless. I'm like, oh, what scene am I gonna be in? She tells me what to put on. I ain't really like it, but hey, I put it on. It was like this sweater, and I had some burgundy pants on with my Ugg boots. The sweater was like it was really meant to be a dress. It was long enough to be a dress, but a very short dress. So if you can imagine that, you can imagine me that day. Shame. Eventually, I started walking outside. You know, a lot of people are walking in and out. I walked outside, started listening to music, just getting a breath of fresh air. It took all day. Like, it was already like in the evening, so we had been in there all day. They brought us some food. I ate good. It was some good food. I don't remember everything that they had, but I know they had like chicken, green beans, a roll, and they had like these cookies, like a whole little tray of cookies, big chocolate chip cookies. They were good. Then it was showtime. They were like, we're ready for y'all. Like, but really, all throughout like the process, they were pulling like a section of people. They were like, this first row, let's go. They pulled them. It took them a long time. Then they finally came back. Then the group with me and my uncle, we went. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna stop it right here. The next video that I make about this, the movie will probably already be out, and I don't know if they're gonna use the scene with me in it. I don't know how I'm gonna look, so I'm gonna do a reaction to that in that video. And stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in quarantine with me, day 5. Bye. Much love.
Just keep it real.